Because I need more friends.
They're really big. It's going to be cat and fox and friends.
Yes. Ooh, cats and friends.
Yeah, that's great. We'll have to use that. Right,
don't anyone steal that. Okay.
Yeah, don't steal that. We're in. What are we talking about today,
We are talking about building trust with others, like friends.
Friends.
Aww.
I trust you.
I trust you completely.
Yeah. I feel like we've known each other long enough to have built up that trust in a lot of areas in our life. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And how do you think I've proven myself to earn your trust?
Okay, so it's kind of like what we talked about before. I paid attention to some of the topics of conversation, things you shared with me, and when you share something with me, I feel free, like I can go to that level of sharing with you back. So like, for example, concerns you might have with your kids, and that means sharing their weaknesses or whatever, and I feel like I can share some of those as well. Right. So it's really topics of conversation that you feel comfortable sharing with me. It makes me feel comfortable to share back.
Right. And I feel like you've earned my trust by showing up for me. Like showing up for me when I've needed you, or, you know, this being accountable with me, taking accountability with me has given me faith that I can trust in you, knowing that you're going to be there, you're going to hold me accountable, you're going to, keeping me on track, having faith in me, like all those things show me that I can trust you.
I think showing up is a big deal.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times I've held an event and people haven't shown up, and it's shown me I'm not a priority to them, but I don't reciprocate that way. If somebody is a priority to me, I still show up for them even when they don't show up for me.
Right.
But it does mean that my level of trust in our friendship is not the same.
Right.
But you always show up for me.
Well, you always show up for me, and this is the thing. I am the type of person, and I know you are too, who we trust everyone.
We're a little naive.
And I will admit, it is very naive actually. But it's just because we have faith that people are good and they do good things, and we have faith that people are like us.
And we want to believe the best in everybody.
Yes. So that I feel like I've learned that, and I know that I am like that, and I'm okay with it because now I know my boundaries, and when people break my trust, it's then, I know how to go about it with them as far as how to trust them and how much.
And where to draw your line.
Where to draw my line.
Okay, this topic of conversation is good. This one, but not this. Here's how much vulnerability I'll give them. Yeah.
And sometimes being very detailed and very vague with somebody who's broken trust, or you can't trust. Yeah. Because they just don't have the same heart as you. Is some of the things that you just do. You have to be vague. You have to be very detailed and not get too personal with people.
Yes. You have to be careful about what facts you are willing to share, because you're not sure who else is going to hear those things.
Yeah, so, that's unfortunate.
And so instead of saying the name of somebody, you might be like, there's this person I have a really tough time with, and instead of sharing their name,
right,
then you can't talk to that person.
Yeah.
So vague.
Yeah. I love that we have friends who are very trustworthy. I can only have people in my circle who are trustworthy.
In this circle.
Yes. Because I share like a lot about myself personally, because I trust people with that information, and I know other people are going through the same thing sometimes. So I'm just a vulnerable person. I'm an open book. But sometimes there's just things that you don't want to tell everybody, right? So,
has anybody ever broken your trust?
Yes, I've had. I mean, it's normal, right? People do it all the time to everybody. But yeah, people break my trust. I'll tell them something, and they'll go and tell somebody else, or that it was just meant for us, or they will talk behind my back, and that's not a good feeling.
No.
I mean, I don't have many people that talk behind my back now, but maybe at one point I did.
That's an interesting thing is, if you're having a conversation with somebody who is telling you stuff about other people, then that kind of puts your guard up for how much you're going to share with them, because if they're saying negative things about those people, what are they saying about you when you're not in the room? Right. So I think what people say says a lot about them.
It's a big reflection on their character, I feel like.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'll
100%.
admit I haven't always been perfect. But as I'm saying stuff, I'm trying to keep myself in check. Like, what is my intention behind what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
Oh, so definitely. Sometimes I will say things. I'm very careful now, but before, I've said things out of anger because I was hurt. So I'm like, oh, why did I say that? I was just hurt because I'm very sensitive anyways. So,
and there's a real
you know.
desire to vent to somebody about
Yes.
what's going on and trying
Yeah.
to figure out where that venting crosses the line
Yeah.
into gossip or into hurting somebody else's. It's
Right.
difficult to
It
figure out
is.
too.
And usually I would apologize to people and just be like, I said this about you, I'm so sorry. Like, I was just heated, I was in the mood, I was hurt because of something maybe that was said or done. And,
Yeah.
obviously now these are learning lessons that have happened in the past, but yeah, it is hard to trust somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, it can be.
But we also are none of us are perfect.
Right.
So we got to take that to accountability. I'm not perfect at all.
We're
So
working on it.
I'm trying.
We're trying really hard.
I hope I can.
But
get
the more
there one day.
perfect we try to be, the more perfect we realize we are not.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the long and the short of it is, thank you for being my trustworthy friend.
No, thank you.
I value it.
I value it too.
Yeah.
100%. Thank you.
That's what makes us awesome.
To trust.
To trust.